Hello, everyone. So, me and a group of friends went to see the second Five Nights at Freddy's movie on the opening night, and it was a fun film. I kind of went into the movie not expecting it to be decent at all, since before I went to the movie, I checked the Rotten Tomatoes score, and it was at 11%, and I was like, damn, this is not it. And I didn't even watch the first movie because I didn't hear anything good about it. I heard it was not very good at all. So I was going in with very low expectations. But surprisingly, the film was pretty great. It was a whole lot of fun. The movie was just so unintentionally funny. There were so many scenes that were supposed to be taken seriously, or at least I think they were. But it was just really funny. Like one of the scenes where one of the paranormal investigator guys is in that canal thing and he dies. I just found that scene really funny. And it had a lot of Easter eggs for the fans. A vivid one I remember was Candy from Five Nights at Candy's on the arcade machine. And I didn't see it, but my friend was doing like the Wojak pointing meme and going, dude, that's Shadow Bonnie during the introduction of the office sequence. The positives of the film would be the set design and the costume design. The people who made this film, they really knocked it out of the park with the animatronic costumes and kind of the atmosphere of the film and The Office. That was fantastic. And the scenes that I liked were the Office sequence, right? When I first saw The Office, I knew it was about to go down, and my friends did too. They were like, "That's true to the source material." It was great. That scene put a smile on my face. Any scene with the old robotics teacher was really funny. He was just so mean for no reason at all. Like he would drop the girl's Abby's project. He's like, "Oh no, sorry about that." It was pretty funny. And then the last scene with Michael Afton was hilarious. He was like a cartoon villain for no reason at all. And so this segues me to the dialogue of the film, which is probably the film's weakest aspect. I don't know what it is, but maybe because the film is catered to PG-13, that might have been the reason why I found the dialogue so uninteresting, or like there was just not much depth. And another negative would be the characters and the character development, like the black guy. I don't even know if he has a name, but he was such a convenience character. You're telling me he's driving around at night randomly, and and he just so comes across Vanessa on the side of the street, and not only that, he decides to help her out. Right? That makes no sense. But another, as well as the three paranormal investigators that instantly died, there was no background. I don't even know if they have names. They were there for like 5 minutes and they died. There was no emotional build up. They just died. And the plot was okay, right? They don't really explain anything or like show you anything. It probably doesn't help that I didn't watch the first film, and that's why it's kind of obvious why the critics gave it an 11%. If you're locked in, if you're super serious, like a critic, you're coming in to get scared or like have a deep, sophisticated story, you probably won't enjoy this film. But if you come in and you're like not really taking it seriously, like you're gonna have a good time. I give it a 4 out of 10 for an actual film, like a serious film. I would give it a 9 out of 10 on the fun scale. So in conclusion,